Why Queen Letizia is raising her daughters differently from other royal mothers. The parenting revolution inside Spain's royal palace. What if everything you thought you knew about royal parenting was wrong? What if behind the glittering crowns, luxury palaces, and historic traditions, a quiet revolution was taking place, one that could redefine the future of monarchy itself? This is the hidden story of why Queen Letizia of Spain is raising her daughters completely differently from other royal mothers, breaking centuries-old traditions, rewriting royal rules, and reshaping the very idea of what it means to grow up royal. And trust us, once you discover the truth, you will never look at royal families the same way again. So stay with us till the very end, because this story is emotional, powerful, inspiring, and deeply human. Right finger before we begin, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with others so you never miss another exclusive royal story. Your support keeps this channel alive. Meet the queen who refused to follow royal tradition. Is unlike any royal mother Europe has ever seen. She was not born into aristocracy. She did not grow up in palaces. She did not inherit wealth, titles, or power. Instead, she built her life from the ground up. Before becoming queen, Letizia was a respected journalist, news anchor, and hard-working professional who understood pressure, ambition, public scrutiny, and sacrifice. And that background would later shape every parenting decision she made. When she entered the Spanish monarchy, she made a silent promise. Her daughters would not be prisoners of tradition. This single decision would change everything. 2 daughters, 2 destinies, 1 revolutionary mother. Queen Letizia is raising 2 extraordinary daughters. Heir to the throne and Spain's future queen. Her younger sister an emotional anchor. Their upbringing is radically different from royal traditions that have dominated European monarchy for centuries. To understand why, we must first understand the old royal parenting model. How royal children were traditionally raised. For centuries, royal children were raised by nannies, tutors, and palace staff, with minimal emotional contact from parents, under rigid discipline, with emotional distance, surrounded by protocol, not affection. Royal parents were symbols of authority, not emotional caretakers. Children were expected to grow up fast. Love was formal. Hugs were rare. Affection was restricted. Duty replaced childhood. This model shaped generations of kings, queens, princes, and princesses, but it also created deep emotional scars, isolation, and psychological pressure. Queen Letizia knew this history. And she refused to repeat it. Why Queen Letizia rejected royal parenting traditions. Letizia entered the palace as an outsider. She saw clearly what insiders often ignore. She recognized emotional isolation, extreme pressure, identity loss, psychological strain. She understood that royal children grow up performing rather than living. And she wanted something different for her daughters. Letizia believed, strong queens are built through emotional security, not emotional repression. This belief became the foundation of her parenting revolution. The emotional approach, raising strong minds before strong titles. Unlike traditional royal mothers, Letizia focuses heavily on emotional intelligence, mental health, personal identity, psychological resilience, self-confidence. She encourages open conversation, emotional expression, independent thinking, intellectual curiosity. Rather than raising perfect royal figures, she is raising emotionally balanced human beings. This is revolutionary inside royal circles. Why Princess Leonor's upbringing is so intense. As future queen, Princess Leonor faces extraordinary pressure. Her training includes military discipline, diplomatic education, public speaking mastery, political awareness, emotional self-control. But Letizia adds something revolutionary. Right finger emotional grounding. She personally mentors Leonor, offering psychological reassurance, emotional safety, honest conversations, motherly closeness. This balance protects Leonor from the emotional collapse many royal heirs suffered in the past. Instead of becoming cold and distant, Leonor is growing into a confident, emotionally intelligent future leader. Why Infanta Sofia's upbringing is even more unusual. Sofia's upbringing is perhaps the most radical of all. Historically, second-born royal children were neglected, overshadowed, emotionally sidelined, used as political tools. Queen Letizia refused this. She made sure Sofia would develop her own identity, experience emotional warmth, enjoy a normal childhood, build personal confidence, feel equally valued. Sophia is encouraged to explore her interests, express herself freely, and live without the crushing burden of destiny. This creates a balanced emotional environment for both sisters. Why Letizia chose normal schools instead of elite royal academies. One of Letizia's boldest decisions was educating her daughters in relatively normal schools rather than elite royal institutions. Why? Because she believes real life teaches stronger lessons than palace walls. Her daughters interact with ordinary students, face real challenges, and experience everyday life. This builds humility, social awareness, empathy, emotional intelligence, real-world understanding. This single decision alone separates Letizia from almost every royal mother in Europe. Breaking the cold royal mold, public affection and emotional expression. Letizia openly shows affection to her daughters. She hugs them, she smiles warmly at them. She whispers reassurance. She comforts them in public moments of pressure. In traditional monarchy, this level of emotional display would be seen as weakness. Letizia sees it as strength. She understands that public emotional warmth humanizes monarchy, builds emotional security, reduces psychological strain, strengthens confidence, and it works. Both Leonor and Sophia appear emotionally grounded, confident, and mentally strong. The psychological science behind Letizia's parenting. Letizia closely follows modern psychological research on child development, emotional resilience, mental health, leadership psychology. She knows that emotional repression leads to anxiety, emotional neglect leads to insecurity, excessive pressure leads to burnout. So she builds emotional safety first, royal responsibility second. This is a revolutionary parenting strategy inside monarchy. Why Letizia rejects royal isolation. Traditional royals were isolated from the public. Letizia wants her daughters to understand society, see social struggles, connect with real people, develop empathy. She ensures they participate in charity visits, youth programs, educational outreach, cultural engagement. This creates emotionally intelligent leadership, not cold authority. A mother protecting her daughters from royal trauma. History is filled with emotionally broken monarchs. Letizia has studied these failures. She sees emotional neglect, isolation, public humiliation, psychological collapse, and she is determined that her daughters will never experience that pain. Her parenting is both loving and fiercely protective. How Letizia balances discipline and love. Letizia is not permissive. She is highly disciplined, but her discipline is supportive, not oppressive. She teaches responsibility, accountability, emotional control, self-respect, but always with emotional warmth, understanding, encouragement. This combination produces exceptional emotional stability. Why other royal mothers are now copying Letizia. Across Europe, royal parenting styles are changing, and much of that change is inspired by Letizia. Her success proves emotional intelligence strengthens monarchy, psychological health builds better leaders, human connection builds public trust. She is reshaping royal motherhood across continents. The global impact of Letizia's parenting model. Her parenting philosophy is influencing royal families, political families, celebrity parents, elite institutions. Why? Because it works. Her daughters are confident, emotionally grounded, intelligent, respected, admired. They represent a new generation of royal leadership. The emotional bond that strengthens the Spanish monarchy. Letizia's deep emotional connection with her daughters has strengthened Spain's monarchy. Public perception has improved. The royal family appears more human, more approachable, more relatable. This emotional accessibility builds public trust, especially among younger generations. Why Letizia's parenting will shape Spain's future queen. Princess Leonor will rule one day. And when she does, her leadership style will reflect her upbringing. She will be emotionally intelligent, compassionate, strong, balanced, empathetic. This is Letizia's greatest legacy. Not the crown, not fashion, not power, but a future queen built on emotional strength. The final truth. Why Letizia parents differently. Queen Letizia raises her daughters differently because she knows what it means to struggle. She understands pressure. She respects emotional health. She believes in human connection. She wants her daughters to live, not merely perform. Final thoughts. The queen who changed royal motherhood forever. Queen Letizia is not just raising royal daughters. She is raising future leaders, emotionally intelligent women, and compassionate human beings. Her parenting revolution will shape monarchy for generations. And perhaps one day, history will remember her not just as Queen of Spain, but as the mother who transformed royal childhood forever. If you enjoyed this powerful royal story, don't forget to check mark subscribe for more exclusive royal content. Check mark like this video to support our channel. Check mark comment your thoughts below. Check mark share this video with friends and royal fans. Your support helps us grow and bring you the best royal stories on YouTube.